Hello everybody. In this video we will learn how to gain information or how to extract information from the graph of a function. So suppose if we draw a graph, if we sketch a graph of a function, so you know how to sketch a graph. So how do we extract information like find out whether the graph is increasing or decreasing, like the first question here, and where is the maximum or the minimum values of the function. So graph of a function will contain all this information, and if you sketch that graph, we can, if we know the techniques of extracting information from a pictorial representation, so we will be able to answer all these questions. So we should know how to read the drawing of a graph, like how to read values from a sketch of a graph, and how to answer all these questions. So let us learn those techniques, like how to find out with using the pictorial representation of a graph, how to find out whether it is increasing or decreasing, how to find out the domain and range of a function, how to find out values of a function at a particular point, etc. So here is a graph. I will teach this particular concept using an example. So here you have a graph. Here you have x-axis and you have y-axis. You have the following questions that you need to answer. So that is, find out the values of this graph. Is nothing but they call it G. Okay, so this is a combination of two sketches. Here there is a break in between, so here there is a break. Okay, yeah, so but it is together this whole graph is called as G. Okay, so even this particular thing here in all the coordinates, this is one graph, but it is like a piecewise graph where it is not defined between the range of 2 and here there are no functional values from 1 to 3. Okay, in the first coordinate, so there is a break. Okay, so now we have to find out the values of G at -4. So that means x-axis the value of the x coordinate is -4. So -4 is here, it's here, right? So see what would be the y value. That would be, if we go above, that is 3. So G of -4 is 3. So what happens to G of 0? So when x is 0, which is the point when x is 0, the functional value touches the y-axis, correct? So there is no which is the point where x is 0 and it is touching the y-axis, it is here. So this is our x0. If we go down, this is the point. So this is the point, the one in the yellow that I marked now. So that is -2. So G of 0 is -2. Next, G of 2 will be which is the point at x is equal to 2. So that would be here, this is x is equal to 2, and if we go above, this would be the point of the function, that is 1, right? So G of 2 will be 1. So what is G of -2? G of -2, if you do the same, here is -2, go above, you have +2. So G of -2 is 2, and G of 4 is here. Okay, so G of 4 is touching the x-axis, that means y is 0. So G of 4 is 0. So the next question is finding out the domain and range of the function B. So to find the domain and the range, I will explain that first. Suppose you have a graph like this. You have a graph like this. So that means this particular red line over here is the f function. Okay, so and you if this is the this is a value and this is b value, so you have the corresponding functional values to be f of a and f of b here. So the domain is nothing but the input values a to b, so that is closed interval a comma b is the domain, and its corresponding functional values will be the range that will be on the y-axis. So f of a comma f of b will be the range. So to see the domain, you will see the x-axis of the graph, and to see the range, you will see the corresponding functional values in the y-axis of the graph. So this is the domain and this is the range. Okay, so now if we are asked to find out the domain and range of the function for for the given function that is here, so what is the from where to where the function is taking the input values? We have on the left side of the x-axis, that is as we move towards the left side, we have the function to be taking values from -4 to +4, correct? So domain will be closed interval -4 comma +4. What is range? So if we look at the y-axis, so the function is taking the values from +3 to -2 here. So this would be our range, and this is our domain. So our range is positive, okay, hold on, -2 to closed interval -2 to +3. So that is the domain and the range. So now extracting the input, looking at the output. So what will be the value of x if g of x is equal to 3? So x is, let us find out where is g of x 3. So g of x is 3 here, where I am highlighting the point with the green color. So that is our 3. So what is the corresponding x value for that? So if you come down, it would be -4, correct? So which is the x that is giving us the functional value 3? That is x is -4. So next question is, find the values of x for which g of x is less than or equal to 0. So which are all the values, input values, that are giving the functional values less than or equal to 0. So where is y equal to 0? Y is equal to 0 where the functional value is touching the x-axis. It is touching the x-axis at two different points. It is touching the x-axis at two different points. So that is -1, I am highlighting with black, and this seems to be 1.8. Yeah, I will consider it to be 1.8. So it is very closer, I think it is closer to 2 by 2 units. Okay, so it is touching the x-axis in this straight. So y is 0 at that particular point. Where is y less than 0? It will be in the third and fourth coordinate. So which are all the x values that are less than that are giving you the functional values less than 0? That would be the functional values will be in the third and the fourth coordinate. Their corresponding x will be in between -1 and 1.8. So our x values will, the x values which give us all the, here it is. So the x values which give us all the functional values that is outputs less than or equal to 0 is -1 and 1.8. And all the values in between them, so I should not be writing it like this. Okay, so it is x will belong to -1 comma 1.8. So all the values in between all the values in this interval, including -1 and 1.8, where g of x is 0 at the end points, so are giving you the output values less than or equal to 0. Next, coming to the net change. So you are asked to find out the net change. So we know by definition of net change, it is suppose the given function here is g. So it is g of b minus g of a, right, where b is less than a or equal to, less than or equal to a. So for that we need the values. So here b is taking the form of 2, correct, and a is equal to -1. So to find out the net change, I should find out the functional values at -1 and 2. So going back to the graph, so when x is -1, we have y to be 0. That we discussed very recently in the previous question. So y is 0, so g of -1 is 0. So what happens when x is 2? X is 2, you have y to be 1. G of 2 is 1. We found out that here in A. So g of 2 is 1. So now applying the formula, substituting the values in the formula, net change will be equal to g of 2 minus g of -1. So that is 1 minus 0, that is 1. So that gives our net change. So this is how we extract information from a given graph. I hope you understood this, and let us do a quiz question here. So quiz 2.3.1, page 1, that is the exercise problem in page 179, problem number 10. So with this I will end this particular video. We will learn more about domain and range, as well as comparing how to compare two functions graphically, and also to solve equations and inequalities graphically in the next video. Thank you.